Welcome to the Rocket Rewind, the show where we get together and talk about things that matter, things that are interesting, and shit that might just blow your mind. Yeah, they're our opinions, and you don't have to like them. We might not like yours either, but feel free to share them in the live chat. This is America, where we have free speech, cancel culture, Karens and Darrens, all working together in such super sweet harmony. Yeah, right. Sometimes the things we talk about might help restore our faith in humanity, but all too often it's going to be stuff that might piss you off like it does us. Make sure you have your grown-up panties on and come join the conversation. Oh yeah, and make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss this weekly dose of provocative discussion. The Rocket Rewind, Sundays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's get into it. Viewer discretion is advised.
Heck yeah. I love that freaking intro.
That's pretty good. I love that whole thing too.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
What's up?
Hello.
Happy Sunday.
How's everybody doing today?
Man, living that dream, brother. I can see where the cat has tried to get there may be a cat in here with me right now. Behind my curtain. That black curtain. I can see where they've been back there.
We're all getting closer to the screen. Like, where's it at?
Where's the cat? Where's the cat?
Well, hey.
No, but I can tell the curtain is not flush against the wall like it's supposed to be. So, but the cats, when they come in here, they like to climb up in the windowsill and look out, like, oversee their domain out in the front yard that they never go into.
Oh, I see the green screen's moving a little bit.
That's probably the air vent.
I see it.
Well, the air vent. So the air vent is right over the green screen. So that's probably the air vent doing that.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Taylor's here. Ember's here. What's up, ma'am? Good to see you. There's Curly Early Wine, of course. He said Stacy has some shit on the black thing behind him. Let's see. Brooklyn's here. Chris Tarbert's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm here. Stacy's here. Megan's here. Jamie's in the chat. He had a hot date and ain't made it home yet, but he'll be home soon. He's on his way home right now, driving like a bat out of hell. So Georgia State Troopers, leave him alone. He's got important shit to do.
I probably want to go see that Alzheimer's movies or whatever.
Corey, just drive. Corey, oh my God, Jamie, just drive careful, okay? Corey, you drive careful too.
Yeah.
Don't drive as careful as Jamie.
Let's see. Linda K's here. What's up, Linda? Good to see you. Steve's here. Nicholas Peel, #1 fan of SLRP, was here. But I don't know if he's made it back yet. Rod Wilson was here earlier. Stu Dorman was having some cherry pie and coffee. That sounds fucking good, actually. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, I guess the cheesecake upstairs calling my name now that you said that.
I have Domino's waiting on me. I just need someone to order it for me.
Well, I hope your Domino's does better than the Domino's down the road from our house. Fuck you, Jeff Road Domino's.
My Domino's here is one of the top 5 grossing in the country. They have to do well.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, close to a military installation, I imagine they're pretty good. But yeah, our Domino's out here, man. You can place an order here, and you might get it 3 hours later. Or when you call in to ask them where it's at, they're like, "Well, we'll just cancel it for you." It's like, no, I kind of wanted the food. So yeah, I tweet at Domino's pretty often about how shitty this location is.
They have
not
me
that
blocked on
fixes
Twitter.
anything.
They have me blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, well,
I've had them do that to me before too. I call them, say, "Hey, where's my order?" And they're like, "Oh well, sorry, we just refunded it to you." I'm like, Were you going to call me and tell me? I mean,
I'm still hungry.
yeah, I'm still hungry. I want the food.
Now, but I do have to tell you this. Now, I used to not like Little Caesars, but since I figured out that they have that 5-meat pizza, it's fucking amazing, right?
I get heartburn from the sauce, man.
Well, I get heartburn from any kind of chili, but
I love the cheesy bread.
From anything with the cheese and the sauce. I get it from both of those.
Uh-huh.
So here is the thing about Little Caesars, though. I think they use DoorDash or Grubhub folks to do their delivery, right?
They do.
Really?
They do.
Yeah. And man, they don't fuck around. They do not fuck around. Like you order from Little Caesars, you've got it. And I mean, by the time you order it and get it, it might be 45 minutes.
I was hosting.
It might be that long.
That's not bad.
I was hosting a party for a UFC fight, and I think I ordered like 14 pizzas from Little Caesars. And I did delivery, and it all 14 pizzas there in like 30, 45 minutes.
Damn.
It's not terrible, bud.
Yeah. John Daynard, what's up, brother? So,
hey.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-mm.
How many of y'all, this is about to tell how old some of you are and what kind of movie connoisseur you are also. How many of you remember the original Children of the Corn?
Yes.
Yo, what up? I wasn't around when it was born, but I watched it when I was little.
I saw bits and pieces, but it's been many years.
Wait, what year? That was 80s, wasn't it? 70s, 80s?
70s or 80s. I don't remember. I know it scared the fuck out of me. And you look at it now, and it's some shitty stuff.
Yeah.
This is why I asked. Doesn't this motherfucker look like Malachi off of Children of the Corn?
A little bit.
Except he don't have the red hair. But yeah, he reminded me of Malachi. But anyway, so this is a real shitbag right here. They're supposed to be a hero. They turned into a shitbag. You know,
a firefighter?
Yep, he's a firefighter. And he was arrested for arson following multiple fires, not just one. But it says here, now this is in Ash Fork, Arizona. He's been arrested after Yavapai County deputies say he started several fires over the past few months. Carson Nutter is his name. You know, he didn't, you know, he didn't get picked on in school.
Probably was burning everything down.
Yeah. But,
Nutter.
Yeah. So he's 18 years old.
Sibling? Is it his Nutter Butter?
Wait, that guy's 18.
Yeah, 18.
He's 18.
Yeah.
Go to his picture.
Oh, he's a volunteer, isn't he?
It does
he was in his 30s, dude. Look how old he looks.
He's one of those people that drives around with a jacked up Dodge Ram that's all redded out.
Unibrows would do that.
It's probably the mustache that makes him look older too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the unibrow.
I mean, look how big his lips are.
So,
Tyler
it looks like, so they had a series of structure fires that they determined to be, a series of fires that they determined to be arson. 4 of them were structure fires. 4 of them were wildfires. There was a mobile gas station in Ash Fork that was set on fire twice, and 2 others at the county-owned cemetery. And then in Coconino County, I'm probably butchering those names, but whatever. 2 abandoned homes were destroyed by fire in Kaibab Estates West, and 2 wildfires were set on Forest Service Road 124. They suspected he was involved after he provided deceptive and misleading information about the fires. And when they interviewed him following a small fire on Thursday, he allegedly admitted to setting 7 of those 8 fires. So one of them he said he didn't have nothing to do with. He told investigators that his reasons were, get this, boredom, retaliation against a former employee, because some abandoned homes were ugly, and that he was chasing a thrill. So he was
dumbass.
Yeah, he was booked into the sheriff's office detention center. 3 counts of arson to a structure, aggravated criminal damage, and 5 counts of false reporting to law enforcement. And other charges are expected to be filed in Coconino County. Wow. So 18 years old, starting off. Look, arson is a serious fucking crime.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only do you get some criminal charges, but they can get civil restitution again. Well, actually, it's criminal restitution against you, and that will sit on your credit, and you will never be able to get out from under that because it's so expensive.
You know, I would have looked at this guy and figured he would have done it for another reason. The only thing that I mean, look at this kid. He I would suspect that he would have started it so that he could say, "Hey, look, I happened to be driving by and I saw a fire and I'm trying to put it out, trying to make himself look good."
And some of that may have been some of it, but yeah, it's.
And the only reason why I say that is because back in 2000, out in Colorado, there was a state ranger or whatever, like a forest ranger. She was bored and wanted to actually do this, but she did it in the state forest, up in the mountains. And she was going to try and start the fire and then put the fire out and say, "Hey, look, I saved the forest. I need some kind of a, pat on the back or something." Anyway, she lost control of the fire and ended up burning over 200,000 acres.
Jeez.
And that fire was really serious. It was bad. There were several people's homes that, thousands of people's homes that were lost. She ended up facing some federal charges over that one. But it was like along the same lines as this. And that's what kind of made me wonder if it was, this guy, that was the way this guy was thinking.
Well, and it's actually a little more common than you think for firefighters to be arrested for arson. For that very reason that you say, they want to look like a hero. Maybe
Right.
they're, maybe they're in a small town and they want to look good, and get commendations and things like that, so they can get on with the bigger department somewhere else or something like that. So it's actually a little more common than you think.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric Boyce is here. What's up, Eric? Corey said that Children of the Corn came out in 1984.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. This guy, he looks to me like he has that shirt just so he can fucking walk into Jack's and request a free breakfast.
Oh, I think it's to pick up chicks, bro. I think
he looks like he's the kind of guy he would clock out of Dollar General, walk outside, take his black polo off, and put that T-shirt on before he gets in the car. I got to stop at the gas station for no reason on my way home so people can see me in this shirt.
Yeah, Colonel Indiana Longnuts is here. What's up? Good to see you. Back to Blue. Welcome to the stream. Jamie said it's a lot more common with volunteer firefighters too.
That name is never going to get old, man. I'm sorry.
I know.
Colonel Indiana Longnuts.
Well, hey, look.
I'll never forget that guy. I will always remember that name.
Well, the older you get, the longer they hang, I guess. I don't know.
We're looking at a guy on the screen whose last name is Nutter. So
That's right. So that's kind of one of our shit bags of the day. Actually, Jamie said he fits a typical arsonist profile: white male, 18 years old, and a volunteer firefighter. That age range and all that kind of matches up. So, y'all want to hear some good news?
Yes,
I got some good news.
Good.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Especially if you live in Arizona, but this is going to help those that film police in other states. So Arizona had this law that said you couldn't film within, I think it was 8 feet of a police officer. You had to be more than 8 feet away from them to film them. And a federal judge ruled that an Arizona law limiting how close you can get to recording law enforcement is unconstitutional, citing infringement against a clearly established right to film police doing their jobs. The ruling came Friday from U.S. District Judge John J. Tucci, and it permanently blocks enforcement of the law that he had suspended enforcement of last year. He put a temporary injunction on it. The Republican-backed law was signed by former Republican Governor Doug Ducey in July of 2022, but the enthusiasm for the restrictions faded. Legislators didn't back it. They had a chance to come before the federal court and try to fight for it, but nobody wanted to try to fight for it. There's like, no, fuck it. We don't want to sign a name to this. It's got too much attention. Probably.
Well, he won't be a judge very long.
Yeah, for real. But the law would have made it illegal to knowingly film police officers 8 feet or closer if the officer tells the person to stop. And on private property, an officer who decides that someone is interfering or that the area is unsafe could have ordered the person to stop filming, even if the recording was being made with the owner's permission. The law prohibits or chills substantial amount of First Amendment protected activity and is unnecessary to prevent interference with police officers, giving other Arizona laws in effect. Now, here's the thing. So, let's say, you're one of those folks that does like to antagonize the police when you film, right? And you get real close and you're filming and all that. That's if you touch the officer or if you physically interfere or you block their movement, that's where the interference with law enforcement statute comes into play. So with those laws, basically the judge is saying you don't need this one. You don't need to tell people how close they can be. They're not wrong unless they physically interfere. So this is one of those things that I think is going to help the First Amendment auditors out there, folks like me when I film police scenes, because this gives a federal judge's ruling that you can't limit the closeness. 8 feet's pretty fucking close.
I think it's a little too close.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that close personally, but that's also for my safety, right? I mean, I don't want to be right up in the middle of them trying to arrest somebody 8 feet away. Man, that's barely. I mean, what's the normal distance if you spread your arms out 6 feet or something like that? Is what they say.
What they say is the distance between your fingertips when you spread your arms out is exactly how tall you are. Oh,
okay. Well, then that would be less than 6 feet because I'm not 6 foot for me. Right. But anyway, I mean, I look at 8 feet and I'm like, damn, that's fucking close, man. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if you say, if this law had went into effect and was left alone, and then you're starting to get into that government controlling where you can. I mean, I get it. It needed, that law didn't need to be there. But God, don't get 6 feet from an officer in film. Jeez,
there's no reason for it. If anything, what I would like to see is an auditor just highlighting the positive things of what the police do on a daily basis. Just basically commending certain officers and just say, hey, this guy did one hell of a job or whatever. I mean, I feel like there's a lack of that. And a lot of these guys, they go out there and they purposely try and corner the cops into violating their first, their First Amendment rights or their rights in general.
Well, now let me tell you this, though, Steve. Now I started my channel kind of with that intention, right? Let's just show off what the first responders are doing. Let's don't interfere. Let's don't antagonize. Let's show off what they're doing.
Right.
And I get pushback when I'm out there. You can't film over here. You got to move over there. If
why?
I don't know. But so we need folks like these auditors that are a little more in their fucking face to help protect the rights to film of people like me that want to be a little more passive when we can. Now, I mean, I've had my share of disagreements and arguments with them, when that's happened, but I don't start out that way. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer to let me film what's happening, More departments need to be like the Athens, Alabama Police Department. They're pretty chill. They let me record and don't give a shit. Now, they're not going to come up, if I'm in the middle of filming them while they're the thing, they're not going to come over there and be like, well, let me tell you what happened, because they're not supposed to, but they at least ain't going to give me any issues. So I'm glad that this passed, because we need a little more federal court backing on the filming of law enforcement. Can you imagine? And this is a sore subject, but this actually references that. But can you imagine if there was no cell phone video of the George Floyd situation, and the body cam footage went missing? how do you prove things? Like, you remember a couple of weeks ago, whatever, when we were talking about those officers in Rankin County, Mississippi, that had their body cams off and went in there and beat the shit out of them guys, shot one of them in the mouth and all kind of other crazy shit. Yeah. So, would you want to live in a country where if you had your cell phone out filming something on a public sidewalk, the cops could come and take your phone and arrest you?
I think that's communism.
It is, but it happens in the United States.
That's because they're communists.
Yeah. So, one of the auditing channels that I like to watch is Amagansett Press, and his son watching The Watchmen. They both go out together and film.
I've seen him, and I like both their videos.
Yeah. Now, I mean, they don't back down,
No.
but they also don't start the confrontations. Nope. And so that's what I like about them. But the father, Jason, he'll say real quick, your rights are like muscles. If you don't use them, you're going to lose them. And I mean, I feel the same way. I'm just not that antagonizing. That's not really my bag. I'll stand up for my rights, but I'm not going to go looking for an incident, if that makes sense.
Nope, it does.
But those that do are helpful in the long run, in a way. All right. Do we want to? You want to see something? You want to see something funny?
Yes.
No.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
I want to see something funny.
All right, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Okay.
So this comes from. Let me show this one. This comes from Alberta Rights Media. Now this guy's in Canada, right? So I'm not real familiar with the exact laws and stuff in Canada.
Dylan, get in here.
Yeah, well, Dylan, I did ask him. He said that pretty much the laws in the the civil rights kind of stuff is really fairly similar to the United States. It's just different. I mean, it's worded different a little bit here and there, and but this guy, I've watched a few of his videos. This one actually popped up in my recommended, which is how I found out about this channel. But he's basically as an auditor in Canada. Now, my understanding is he is a paraplegic. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. He is a paraplegic and cannot stand up. So he films from his vehicle most of the time or from his wheelchair. Now, he did film this in, vertical mode as opposed to horizontal, but we can still get the point of it. So he's sitting outside somewhere filming, and the police pull up.
I mean, is it allowed in Canada like it is here?
It is. But this gets interesting real quick. This is only a 2-minute and 14-second video. Cop pulls up. Now, I guess some context here. So I have watched a few of this guy's other videos. He's had a lot of issues with these cops in his area. So he immediately goes to level 10 when they come up, right? He's immediately not going to be polite and that kind of stuff. This is not like his first video. He didn't just start being that way. This is over a period of time. He's like, you want to be dicks to me? I'm going to start being dicks to you. And then this is what you get.
Huh.
Hi there. How are you today? We're going to call about you.
Me? For
Yeah,
what?
because you're videotaping people leaving the parking lot, so they think it's suspicious.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Insurance for this vehicle, sir?
That cop
Wait, have I-
looks like Michael J. Fox without Parkinson's.
He does kind of a little bit. So yeah, he said, you're filming people leaving the parking lot. It looks suspicious. So that's why we're here. And then he wants his driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
No, you don't get
Well,
that.
this guy's not gonna have
Well,
that shit, right?
Then again, how is it in Canada? I know they don't have a constitution like we do.
They have something similar, but from my understanding, you still have to be suspected of a crime in order to have to identify yourself.
License, registration, insurance for this vehicle, sir?
Sorry, have I committed a crime?
Yep.
I've committed a crime?
Yep.
What crime would that be?
You're being suspicious.
What?
Yeah. So I
Oh
like
my
this. Yeah, this is
Don't be
hilarious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Well,
Don't be suspicious.
But you know,
Oh,
there's
my God.
a big misconception in the law enforcement community that because they're investigating a suspicious person call that they can immediately go to criminal type stuff where they can demand ID and that kind of stuff. You can't. You have to be suspected of a crime. He asked him if he was suspected of a crime. He said, yes, you're
Yeah,
suspicious.
he's being suspicious.
So then this guy, this is hilarious. He said, is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
So we're
Is
investigating.
that a felony or a misdemeanor?
It's neither of those two things.
What's
Because
your
this
name
isn't
and
the
badge
U.S.
number?
It has to be one.
62260 Constable Smith.
Okay, sweetheart. And what would you like today?
So
I love this guy. Wait a minute. I was subscribed though.
Yeah.
What's his channel? Hold on. What is it?
let me get his link here real quick. Let's see. Copy link address. I'm gonna drop it in the chat here.
Oh my God! At this point, I would say, hold on a second. I put on Spotify and then start playing "Suspicion" by Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah. It's Alberta Rights Media. I've dropped the link on YouTube and Facebook. Why is it posted on Facebook twice? That's interesting.
I don't know.
So yeah, so he was polite at first, and the moment the guy was trying to violate his rights, he's like, "Nope, I'm flipping the switch. I am flipping the switch," and then it gets even better.
Your license, registration, and insurance for the vehicle.
No, not gonna happen.
It is going to happen.
Leave me alone, man. I'm here absolutely doing nothing wrong.
You've been called in as a suspicious person, so
I
I'm going
haven't. Have I committed any crime?
I don't know.
Well, you don't. Well, when you figure that out, you let me know. Okay?
Okay, license, registration, insurance.
This guy's a clown, man.
Has not even called in, so we have to do an investigation.
Yeah, you do your investigation, sir. I'm not stopping you from that. You can do that. What's your name?
Jamie's home.
Hey, Jamie.
There he is.
Hey.
What up,
Oh
bruh?
my god! Oh my god!
Who let the 12-year-old?
Oh my god!
There he is.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Oh, he
Man.
went and saw a big boy movie.
See when I think the government has violated your rights by making you shave your beard. God.
Oh, cry me a fucking river.
Yeah. Rye Wilson's back. What's up, Rye Wilson?
You're
If
right.
shaving is the worst.
I put Jamie on the spot there. So, did you see some of this, Jamie? This
Yeah, I was watching from my cell phone as I was booting up
All right.
PC.
well, this dude is fucking hilarious. Like, I mean, I'm
I'm waiting for the cornucopation of all the A's. I'm not getting my ID A.
no, there's none of those.
No, they
Believe it or
don't do
not.
that.
Yeah, there's none of those.
First, it's he committed a crime, and then it's like, well, I don't know.
That's
Like,
what do
slightly
you mean you don't
nationalist.
know?
That's slightly nationalist. I don't recommend you do it anymore.
But see, here's the thing. I've seen videos almost exactly like this in the United States. We got called, so you got to give us your ID.
Mm-hmm.
You're suspicious, so you
Nope.
got to give us your ID.
Nope.
Well, is that a felony or a misdemeanor? Well, neither. Then it's not a
It-
fucking crime.
It has
You
to be
can't-
one of the two. It can't
Yeah.
not be one.
And if it's not a crime, in most states you don't have to identify, right?
Mhm.
So
I
I
identify
mean-
as your mother.
well, so hey, you know what? That's an idea.
Here we go. Onyx
So-
is going to be in jail
Oh,
next
boy.
week.
No, so there's an auditor out there. Flex Your Freedoms, I think is his channel name. He goes out as a persona when he's filming, right? Sometimes he's Billy Buttcrack of the BCNN Buttcrack News Network.
Crack News Network.
Yeah, and then Buttcrack News Network. And then so he goes out there and so he identifies himself as Billy Buttcrack, and then his media credentials, he's drawn like a stick figure on this piece of paper that he laminated that says "Press Pass Billy Buttcrack BCNN," and then if they ask him for ID, he gives them, the magnetic letters that little kids have.
Yeah. ID.
He gives them an I and a D. Sometimes when he's out there filming, he's filming as grandma. And he's got like this curly headed wig on, but his regular hair is like sticking out. And he's got like a goatee and shit and a beard sometimes. And then he's got like lipstick all around the outside of his lips. And shit like that. And he's like, Grandma's got some weed. And he's got like a bag with like grass that he picked up out of his yard and shit. And he's like, yeah, and he's like, would you like a little Coke? And he's got one of the miniature Cokes in a bag. He's fucking hilarious. ATL Transparency News said there's no such thing as a stop and ID state. Yes, you are correct, but there is some odd wording in some states where it doesn't necessarily have to be a crime. I think I can't remember which states, but there's a couple of them that are kind of weird. And of course, all of that's out the window when you're driving a car. When you get stopped in a car because of a traffic stop, there's a whole nother set of, you're supposed to ID and all that shit with that doesn't have anything to do with criminal stuff. The bad guy's here. What's up, bad guy? Good to see you.
Run my tag. Problem solved.
Corey says he's seen that guy before, the Butt Crack News Network guy. It's hilarious. Flex Your Freedoms is that channel name. It's fucking hilarious. I love watching his stuff. He's a hoot. Blade Studios is here. What's up, Blade? Good to see you. All right, so let's get back to this shit because this is going to get even funnier, and then it's going to piss you off at the end. Keep in mind, I believe this guy's a paraplegic that's doing the filming.
Name and badge number.
Constable Neufeld, regimental number 6.
All right, so as your officer just explained, he said because I'm filming,
that's
which is my constitutional Canadian Charter of Rights, constitutional, I'm engaged in a constitutional activity. He cannot deem this a crime. If he wants to take it there and escalate it, we absolutely can. But this little cupcake right here ain't gonna do shit.
No.
I rolled down my window to talk to you to let you know that I mean no ill will or no harm. That's it. But you know what? If he's gonna escalate it, then I'm not gonna be fucking nice to you.
But he hasn't.
He just told me that I've committed a crime.
No, I don't.
This little pussy here just told me I committed a crime.
Can I try to explain it to you?
You just touched my shit. Do it again. Do it again and see what happens. Put your fucking hand under my car. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. It's on video. You put your hand in my car. I can't step out.
Okay, well, you're under arrest for obstruction.
Nope. Get out of here, man. Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't commit no crime, pussy.
You are under arrest.
I don't give a fuck. You can't obstruct me. I didn't do nothing. Get the fuck out of here. You put your hand in my car without a fucking warrant, you fucking idiot. Fuck you.
Arrest.
Ooh,
and that's it. Yep.
I'm guessing they took his phone and turned the video off.
That's what it looks like.
And he got arrested. Yep, and he got arrested.
I wonder if anything comes from like that kind of stuff.
Probably not in Canada.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There hasn't been any follow up to whether he's filing any kind of lawsuit or anything like that yet. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure on what's happening there.
Probably the same thing that if you were to go to Canada and try and exercise your American rights, it ain't going to work.
Welcome to Canada, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Canada. You're going to be sitting in that cell for a long time, and you don't know what the hell to do because you have no idea what those rights are in that country. So that's probably what happened.
Actually, sir, before we leave our vehicle of the sea, we are briefed on what we're allowed and not allowed to do.
So when you go into another country, you're briefed?
Yeah.
So how many times have you been into Canada?
Last time I was in Canada, I've been there about 4 or 5 times.
Okay, so what is allowed and what is not allowed as far as that type of behavior goes?
Oh, I don't know. They don't tell us that because we don't plan on getting pulled over by the cops.
You don't plan. Nobody plans on getting pulled over by the cops, but it happens.
They just give you the highlights, probably.
Yeah, we get like a don't kick the Badgers type shit.
Yeah. don't fuck with
beavers.
the beavers.
Beavers, not Badgers. Beavers.
Beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the beavers.
Stu's back again, having some cherry pie and coffee. That sounds good.
I just want to know if
You
it's a
hadn't finished that cherry
requirement.
pie and coffee yet, brother?
I just want to know if it's a requirement to say A after every sentence.
No.
A.
No,
No?
I didn't
Okay.
hear A in that entire video, which
Oh,
kind
do
of
that-
made me.
I
It
got
made
you.
me wonder if that was truly Canada.
They do that in Ohio too.
What they say, A in Ohio?
Yeah. A and yeah.
I don't know, Corey. You're gonna have to back that one up.
Well, it's not all over Ohio. It's mostly like northern Ohio, like up.
Oh,
around the
okay,
lake.
gotcha.
Eric's having some McDonald's when his mom gets home with it.
Badass.
I don't really like McDonald's. It's probably one of the few fast food places I don't like, believe it or not.
I like McDonald's.
No,
Corey said, no, the fuck we don't. Look, there you go. There you go. Indiana Longhouse got it right.
I was gonna say that. You got to say sorry a lot in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
A.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I hear a lot of A and yeah up in.
But
up
you
in
know,
Ohio.
Yeah, don't you know?
Don't you know?
yeah,
A?
don't you know? But you know, Doolin doesn't say A,
Yeah.
but
No,
he does say a boot.
a
He
boot.
does
No, he
say
says
a
a
boot
boat.
instead of
A
bag.
boat.
Boat.
He says a
A
boat.
boat. Yeah,
A boat.
A boat.
I mean, well, how big is the boat?
Yeah. Wisconsin say A all the time too, Linda says.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So here let's cover our our stream title dickheads of the day.
Our meat and taters.
Hi Facebook moderators.
Don't worry, we're still up.
Yeah. So this is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this is at Target. That's right. You know what?
Target.
Actually, let me see.
With that pretty people shop.
Let me see.
I guess I'm
Well,
pretty.
I would much rather spend like the extra $4 at Target than deal with the weirdos at Walmart.
No, that's always a fun game.
So let me give you some background to this one. There is a mentally handicapped person that is in this Target who is using the self-checkout to buy himself a bicycle. And he's having a little bit of trouble getting it done. He's got like these different wads of cash and he's trying to get his money straightened out and get it done. He looks like he could be homeless the way that he's dressed. The word out there in the news media is that Target called the police because he was taking too long and holding up the line, and they asked him to leave, and he didn't leave. He was still trying to check his stuff out.
What?
So instead of Target sending somebody over there to help this man buy his bike that he was probably fucking excited about, that he's been saving up money. It looked like he had money in a jar and had saved it up over time to be able to buy this bike. So instead of them helping him, they call 3 armed police officers to come and basically beat his ass. About what it amounts to. No,
Fantastic customer service, Target.
yeah.
Top of the notch.
Well, let me show you, because I also, not only do I think Target was in the wrong here, of course, shame on you, Target.
Unbelievable.
But the police could have helped him. Just help him check out, get him on his way. Why fuck with this man? You know what I mean? I mean, Jesus, but
get him his bike and get him out the door. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But you can clearly tell from the way that he speaks that he has some type of a deficiency, right? He's got some type of handicap going on, and he's got some things already bagged up here, right? He's at the point of actually putting money in. Now, nowhere that I could find would confirm if he had already had money in this register. And if so, did Target give him his money back, or did they fucking keep it after they let him get his ass beat, right?
That's a good one.
I couldn't find anything about it, but I'm wondering, because you see these bags right here. He's already got something else in this bag. He's got all his money laid out up here, and we'll see it good when they get there.
Check, please. Go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Let's.
All right. So the officer comes up and says, hey, go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? He's polite, but he's still wrong.
Mm-hmm.
he should have just come up and said, "Hey, sir, it looks like you're having trouble. Can I help you do this? Can I help you get this process completed?" And you can't tell me that this Target's only got one fucking register. People could have went to another register. Some other customer could have tried to help this guy.
Where the hell is the associate to help him at?
Yeah.
Hell, I would have. And if I was standing in line, I would have been like, "Hey, do you need any help?" I would have helped.
Yeah, and maybe some people did ask him if he needed help, and he said no. I don't know. We don't have that on video, but I still think that it never should have gotten to. This man is paying for his shit. When you see all these videos out there of people just robbing stores, fucking blind, shoplifting, and this dude's trying to pay for his stuff, and you're going to run him out. I don't know. This whole thing, I'm pissed off over this. Because I know what's going to happen, and it's pissed me off every time I've watched it, and so I know it's going to piss me off again.
Stop. After you please change it, after you leave, put your money down. Just put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay? We're gonna identify you. Gotcha. Take your money out. You're coming with us now, okay?
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long. Go ahead and take your money out.
Took too long. I'm
Take
sorry.
your money out. Do you want to walk us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself out?
But I had it.
Go ahead and put your money out, man.
I do this.
I'm gonna put this back, okay?
I go look at it. I got all the money out now.
What are these guys doing?
I just was getting
So
my
go ahead and
money
grab your
out.
money, sir. We're walking out, okay?
Can I please just take
So we're gonna grab the money for you, okay?
Can I please? I got all the
We're
money.
leaving, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to be identified, okay? And you're going to be
Wow, what the hell?
So the store wants him criminally trespassed. And there's some weird statutes in some states that a criminal trespass, some of them, they have to put your information down on this form and in their system. Now, here in Huntsville, if you're criminally trespassed from a business, it's actually in their system. So if you're caught at that specific address again, their computer dispatch system shows that, and you will get charged with criminal trespass at that point if you return.
But see, this is terrible though, because this man, like you said, he's paying for his stuff and he's having trouble figuring out the machine, and all he wants to do is get his things. And they got the audacity to sit there and trespass this man, and then these cops come over and they break his balls and they say, "And we're going to identify you." For fucking what? He's paying for the damn shit. Like, leave him alone.
There is zero crime here. I mean, this is a paying customer. What if this was an elderly lady struggling to do the same thing? What happened here was he looked homeless. Maybe they thought the way he was talking and behaving, maybe they thought he was high. They didn't think about the fact that he was mentally challenged. But help the man check out.
Man, those cops get an F.
Mexican long hair, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh, Linda, this gets even worse. You think this breaks your heart now? This gets even worse.
All right, let's keep going.
My money out because I don't want to lose it. I keep it tight.
Put it up. Let's walk out, okay? Go up the door.
But I mean, so he's got a padlock on his fanny pack there, right? He's very concerned about his money, and they're just grabbing it and doing all this shit with it. Now, he also thinks they're security. He's going to mention that a couple of times. He doesn't realize that they're the police department. He thinks they're store security. So he's also confused about that. Bad guy, the reason for trespassing him in the first place is that he was taking too long in the self-checkout. That's pretty much the gist of it.
I mean, you can see he's holding a $50 bill there. Like, what homeless guy is fucking...
I counted at least 100, 120 just sitting there on the thing.
Yeah. And you know, and that's the thing. This man probably has done things like odd jobs around town, trying to cut people's grass, different stuff like that, to try to save up this money to buy this bike that he was going to be fucking proud of. And then this is what happens, you know?
Okay. Walking out, okay?
I'm calling 911.
That's okay. We're walking out, okay?
I'm calling 911.
Walking out.
What are they doing to this guy?
So he's like, I'm calling 911 because, see, at this point, he thinks this is just store security, right? He doesn't realize it is the Albuquerque police.
because I got my boxes in there.
We're walking out. We'll come back to it, okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the resisting arrest charge that they're going to put on him is because of this, right? He's not just bowing down and doing what they said.
And he's handicapped, obviously. So
I can't believe that, man.
No,
Sit down, man.
I just do
We're
nothing
not
wrong.
playing with you, man. Sit down. Sit. Don't try to hit any of this. Okay?
I ain't hitting anyone.
Sit.
You're assaulting me.
All right, you got an ID on you, man?
He said, I'm not hitting anyone. You're assaulting me.
You don't identify yourself, you're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest for what?
You're not police.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not. You're security.
No, you have your pin and badge? Yeah, I do. Okay. So what's your name, man?
No, your business.
All right, then you're under arrest. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Refusing to identify yourself, correct?
Who you calling, man? You ain't even. You didn't
He's
press
calling
call
911. That's what he said anyway. So yeah, just go ahead and put him in handcuffs, because he's refusing to identify himself.
Okay, hold on.
I was just paying. I was just had my stuff locked in my fanny pack, and the security guards came. And I didn't take more time than anyone else. The other ones before me. No, leave it on. My name is Matthew McManus. Hey, no, they took my phone. Help!
Wow.
Now, granted, he is resisting, but this guy did nothing wrong.
No.
Right? This is an unlawful arrest, which you
I can't believe this.
Which you have the constitutional right to defend yourself against, but you're always going to get fucked up over it like this guy did.
I'm at Target. On 777.
He's hollering into his phone trying to get help from the police.
Beat me up. They won't let me talk to you.
It's Albuquerque police. He is under arrest. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
These fucking guys should be ashamed of themselves.
Okay. Are you going to identify yourself, sir?
I'm calling 911.
No, you're under arrest now for concealing identity.
No,
You see our badges?
No,
Remember when I told you I was with the police department? You have to
I
identify
don't
yourself.
see your badges.
That's his car.
They're on our
That's my
uniforms,
car.
okay? That's your own fault. So now you're going to...
So now they're villainizing him. It's your own fault. We told you we were the cops.
Wow.
You didn't listen. So I tried to do as much research as I could on this, and I couldn't find this guy's name. Right?
He said his name is Matthew something.
Did you find it?
No,
Okay.
no. He said in the video right there, Matthew something. But look in the private chat. I found that just now.
Okay, hold on.
last name Thomas.
Oh, I've already got that. Hey, look at that. I think that's the same one. So here's what happened there. Well, wait, hold on. Before that, hold on. Let me show you this. So this is the target location where it occurred at. It's the 9371 Coors Boulevard, Northwest Albuquerque, New Mexico. Target. That was the location where that happened.
I can't read that. I can't read that link. It keeps like.
Oh, I've got it.
Something else.
I've got you talking about the one in the private chat. I've got it. We're gonna look at that here in just a minute. I wonder if Target's open. Actually, what time is it in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now?
They say it's open till 10, and it would be what?
And that's the phone number right there.
550.
Where's my phone?
450. One of the two.
God, this was a year ago. They're not going to take calls on that.
Hey, fucker.
I probably changed management by now.
Thank you for calling the Coors Target store. Para continuar en español, oprime 7.
The first thing you see from 2 days ago, the first review.
For hours and location information, press 1.
Can y'all hear
to
that?
reach a specific
Oh, yeah.
department, press 2. To speak to someone in the pharmacy, press 3.
Tell him I'm coming down there.
All right, thank you for calling Target. This is Guest Services. How can I help you?
Yes. I've got a cousin that's special needs, and they're wanting to come down there and do some shopping. I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to call the cops and have them beat their ass like I did that one poor guy.
No, sir. Your cousin doesn't have anything to worry about.
Okay, so you're not going to call like armed cops to like beat the fuck out of them right on the front of your sidewalk?
No, sir.
Okay, great. All right, well, good. I hate that it happened to that one guy. Y'all really helped protect a whole lot of folks that night, didn't you?
I can't speak on it, sir, because I wasn't here.
Well, thank God, man. You might want to put in your 2-week notice. That's a shitty place to work, bro. Take care.
Hey, look. To his credit.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
I'm not mad at the guy.
No, it's not his fault. He didn't beat his ass. The
No.
cops
I'm
did.
saying like for his answer. I'm not mad at the guy.
Oh yeah, they can't talk on it. They can't.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so there you go. If you have a special needs cousin, supposedly they're not going to call the cops to beat your ass out on the sidewalk.
I don't believe it.
Live on
I
the
don't believe
show.
it.
Yeah. So this is a former police officer now. He was let go. Now,
was he let go because of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
He got
So
charged.
he was fired in February in connection with the August 2022 incident that we just watched. It said that he was charged with 2 felonies and 2 misdemeanors.
The cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
For unlawfully arresting a man with disabilities who was struggling to complete a purchase with cash at a Target store last year, according to the state attorney general's office. Officer Skeens was the police officer's name. Said that rather than acting as a professional public servant and a guardian of vulnerable members of this community, Mr. Skeens engaged in abusive and unlawful behavior that undermined public safety and violated his oath as a peace officer in the state of New Mexico. That was from the attorney general.
That's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Right. Yep. So this former officer has been charged with false imprisonment and perjury, which are 4th-degree felonies, and filing a false police report and battery, which are misdemeanors.
Yeah, get him. Get his ass a Wardenburger.
Yeah, he needs a Wardenburger. But anyway, so the guy that they arrested was 53 years old. And let's see, somewhere in here. Okay, so he was charged with perjury because he made a false statement under oath on his report. It also says that he filed a report charging another person with a crime in another incident, and he knew that report was false. 9 days after the incident at Target, Skeens, Flores, and another officer, Dustin Ketchum, shot and killed Kashawn Thomas at a Valero gas station after they said he had picked up a gun. The police department found that all 3 officers failed to de-escalate the situation as they argued with Thomas, who was intoxicated. Investigators also determined that Skeens violated department policies when he shot Thomas. Thomas's family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. So this same officer, that beat the shit out of this homeless guy out there, or special needs guy out there, also decided to shoot somebody against police department policy. Now, I don't have the specifics pulled up on that one yet. We may talk about that one later. But
so why do I get the feeling that in situations like this, a large majority of the police officers seem to be on some kind of a power trip,
Well, so let me be 100% honest with you, right?
Okay.
I was a deputy sheriff at one time, and that power can be corrupting.
It just it doesn't make any sense because you take an oath to uphold the law and to be a public servant and to help people when you need to, but yet they turn around and they it's like they push themselves on you and they try to make it like they're better than everybody else, and that's not the way it's supposed to be, you know.
Well, so when you're in law enforcement, hey Gina, what's up? Oh, y'all like me calling the Target store? Well, I mean, fuck them assholes, man. Chris, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, Brooklyn, I'm actually going to show that one. But I'm not the right person to be in law enforcement. I have a quick temper, and I know that surprises y'all.
Here's
whatever. No, you don't.
Way.
Get out of town, dude.
Never heard of quick timber.
Yeah, but I knew. I mean, I could self-reflect and realize that I was not law enforcement material.
Excuse me.
Right. That was before there was psych evals and shit like that had to be done. But I just knew I'm gonna fuck somebody up that doesn't really deserve it, and I don't need to do this anymore. You know, so I mean,
that's why I second guess. So, you all know, everyone above and below me knows, that the time is coming for me to choose my new job in the Navy, and I was going to choose MA, which is the police. But I got to thinking, like, I have a bad habit of just saying shit.
No,
yeah, we noticed.
What?
And I don't filter it. I don't care. What are you going to do? Get mad? That's your energy, not mine. So, but after thinking about it, because the reason I wanted to do it is so I could go into law enforcement after I got out, and I was like, man, law enforcement's really not for me. Because I have a bad habit of like, am I escalating? No. But me just saying what's on my mind to someone, like when they do something I don't know, stupid, me just saying what's on my mind is not going to de-escalate.
Well, and I mean, yeah, think about it seriously, right? Because I mean, people's rights are important, and you know, back then,
there's things you can't just say.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a double whammy there. There's things you can't just say in law enforcement. There's things you can't just say in the military. So military law enforcement is probably even worse.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know, but hey, just don't be like the guys at Target and beat the fuck out of special needs people.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, Stacey, I think you would make a good MP or whatever.
MA.
Is that what it is?
MPs count rocks. MAs look at IDs. Two completely.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So
okay. So I think you would make a good cop. To be honest with you,
I couldn't do. So the minute you give me, if I'm like, why'd you do it, and you're just like, oh well, I was coming up with some stupid answer, like I'm gonna like. Like I can't. That's why I couldn't do it.
I don't think that you would do that. I think you're better than that. I just think that you would be a better cop than most folks in that position.
Well, okay, so this is why I wanted.
And of course, Jamie's sitting there laughing his ass off about it. I don't know what's funny. I'm being serious.
So this is why I wanted to be either fire or policeman, because the chance to help people. But unfortunately, you don't get the chance to help people every day, because sometimes you got to deal with people who are having to be dealt with that don't need help.
Oh shit!
What?
Keeper of the lists is in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Are we on a list? Are we on a list? Oh my god!
If you're not on a list by now, you're doing it wrong.
I don't know what's going on. Keeper of the list. How you doing?
We shouldn't have called that store. Oh wait.
Yeah. So
no, I just wouldn't be able to do it. That's all.
Well, and hey, and that takes a big man, because I'm going to tell you, I really no, not at all, not at all. But I kind of had the same epiphany that I think I would have handled people. I was letting the power get to me in just a short year and a half or so that I was in law enforcement. And then the fact that I was able to make better money in the private sector also helped the decision, but it's one of them things. So tell me this though, you say it's MA. What does MA stand for?
Stands for Master at Arms.
Master at Arms. Okay. I wasn't sure what it stood for. I know MP stands for military police, but just wasn't sure what the MA stood for. So you're a masturbator with arms, is that?
No.
Stacy said Jamie looks like he's waiting for somebody to pick him up from youth night at church. Oh my God.
He's ready for the lockdown, guys.
That was perfect.
But
The overnight lockdown.
Look, let me tell you. So Jamie, when we met up for the barbecue at Buddha's house, Steve was there. Jamie had this beard to be envied. It was down. He had this beard to be envied. So he was already a little upset when he had to trim it back for a job interview.
For a job interview, yeah.
And then when he had to get fitted with the respirator, he had to cut it all off. Now, let me ask you this. Are you going to be able to grow it back?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to get fitted once a year. It's growing back.
Well, so is the fitting done?
Yeah, the fitting's done until next year. It's time next year. So
you still got to wear the respirator, don't you?
Yeah.
You just have to be fitted for. He can roll,
dude.
He can roll the beard up and put the respirator.
Yeah, you roll it up and stick it in there.
Yeah.
He still has his COVID mask. He'll just put one underneath it.
I have actually worn my respirator in 3 years. And this was a forced fitting on everybody. It wasn't just me. Some guys had beards all the way down to below the chest. They had to shave their beards off. It's 5 years of growth they had to shave off. So
holy shit.
Cover up the moobs.
Well, so now we're gonna have a new feature on the show, a new segment on the show of we're gonna name it The Growth. And we want to see how it grows over time. We can all grow up again with Jamie.
Now, are we all going to do it? Are we all going to do it?
Yeah, Megan. How long are you going to let your beard get?
Longer than his, probably.
Look, I bet y'all can't even tell I haven't shaved today, can you?
I haven't shaved in about 2 days.
You look like you shave every day, Onyx. I mean,
I usually do shave every day, but I didn't shave today. But you can't even tell it.
Let's see, this is a year ago.
I got a baby face.
Okay, now you look like you're going to pick up someone from youth group.
That was a year ago. That was on my birthday a year ago.
Oh Lord. American Justice of Texas, what's going on, ma'am? Good to see you. Welcome. So Brooklyn sent something that's interesting. This comes out of Nova Scotia. There was a lot of flooding in Nova Scotia, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from Twitter.
Is that the same flooding? All seriousness, is that the same flooding? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look. I'm gonna look myself. I'll find out myself.
This is coming from Kyle.Taylor on Twitter. But check this shit out.
Slow down, blood.
Sin? Sin.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Damn. He flooded it.
That truck don't have snorkels.
That didn't last long there, did it?
They flooded it.
Dear Chief, it was sea ship.
That's crazy.
Now the electronics are shorting out.
The final call of the Titanic.
He almost made it.
It
You
looks
keep your foot on
almost
the
like
accelerator.
it looks like it's floating a little bit to me. Watch
It
real
is.
close.
Yeah.
It is a little bit, yeah.
It is.
So that
Man.
horn, do you think that horn is from electrical problems with the water,
Yes.
or is that a distress
No,
call?
he was.
That's
He was
electrical.
doing
I don't know.
He was
That's
doing it.
electrical.
The bad guy says, "Send it, baby."
You know, I did something like that with my Chevy truck several years back. We had some major flooding up here, and I was going home, and the only way I could go home was next to this river, and it was flooded like that. And I'm looking at it, and I came up to it and it was nothing but water. And I'm like, should I try it? I don't feel like turning this big ass dually around. And I backed up on the traffic was backing up behind me. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I backed up and I freaking put it in drive and I nailed it, dude. I went through that water like oh, dude, you should have seen the rooster tail. The big giant crew cab dually Chevy, dude, and I made it. I made it all the way across and all the way up, and everybody just got out of their cars. They're all just watching me. That was actually a proud moment for my Chevy.
I can imagine this guy getting questioned later. He's like, "Oh, dude, so like I thought the water road was just really shiny."
Yeah. But so yeah, don't drive through water.
Even fire trucks.
No,
do that.
I don't recommend it, but it was fun. I wanted to try it, and I made it.
On the plus side, that truck is going to have outstanding water pressure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey Anthony, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, that was wild. And you know, we had
oh my God.
We had some flooding around here too. Was Corey driving that engine? Highly possible. Highly possible. We've had some flooding around here too, and so when Brooklyn sent me that, you know, it was real similar to shit that could happen here. We had roads closed like crazy around here because of that, because of all of that shit. Y'all want to see a hero cop?
Yes.
Or do y'all have some more comments on the assholes at Target before we?
No,
those assholes at Target need to not be at Target.
Yeah, those ones at Target. They need to get their own bathroom.
And Target itself. Fuck Target itself too.
I haven't been to a Target in years. I didn't even think Target was still a thing.
Yeah, they are. My daughter fucking loves it. I don't know why. Okay, so this video is coming off of Facebook. This is from the Sterling Heights Police Department. It involves a child. It is quite stressful when you see it. So prepare yourselves.
Oh, I've seen this.
Master Gamer says he thinks he might have more facial hair than you do. Oh, he's talking to Steve. He's talking to Steve.
Steve, yeah.
He's talking to Steve.
He does have more facial hair than Jamie.
You probably do have more than me.
Probably does
right
more
now.
than me too.
Yeah, it's gonna take. It would take me like probably 6 years to get anything that gets past the pedophile looking stage.
Whoa.
Yeah, my facial hair does not grow very fast at all.
I'm triggered.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So, a child fell in the pool, and does it say how old he was? I think he was 2. Yeah, 2-year-old. There were adults and children in the pool when the father of the child walked to the poolside and saw his 2-year-old son lifeless on the bottom. He had just been talking with his son minutes prior to this. He jumped in, pulled him out, and then they started administering CPR. And then the officer arrives on scene and takes over. Has anybody here ever done CPR? Jamie, I know you have.
Yeah.
But not on a human.
It's a lot harder on a human than it is
like
on a
gym
dummy.
class in high school when we learned it.
If
you're
not breaking
believe this.
ribs, you're not doing it right. You ain't breaking ribs.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
And it's extremely tiring.
Yes.
You know, it's extremely tiring. He had to shave Anthony because he had to get fitted for a respirator at work, and they wouldn't allow. Yeah, they wouldn't allow.
You know,
that.
It's shave or go home and don't get paid. You know.
Yeah, got to make that money, honey.
You got to make that money.
Where? Oh, he's breathing.
Yes, we got him breathing.
There you go.
That sounds you can hear.
Okay.
Baby is breathing.
Well, he's up.
Hey, making noise.
Come here. This is not okay. Okay. Breathe.
You want to walk him out front? We got the paramedics for him.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that cop walking on water?
No.
Okay.
No, he's right on the edge, though. He was right on the edge, though.
So was the kid breathing before the cop grabbed him? I couldn't hear it.
He had taken some shallow breaths, but the cop still needed to expel some more water.
Clear his airway.
Yeah. He had to clear some more water. So
good man.
That's why he was doing the back slaps.
Yeah.
That's the kind of cops that I want to get stories on.
Yeah.
So,
I want to highlight those officers.
But if you see from the beginning of the video, like the moment he pulls up, he is in action. He's not standing around, fucking around, trying to ask questions or anything. His sole purpose for pulling up is to go, let's go save this child. We'll figure everything else out later. Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, the child may have survived if the officer hadn't gotten there, but the fact that, the officer's running back there to help,
so
like Steve said, we need more officers like that.
So little kids, obviously their lungs aren't as strong as ours. When we're laying on our back, we can clear our airways on our backs because our lungs are stronger. Kids, they have to be forced down, like face down. So I don't have time to explain anatomy. It's just I'm just saying
it makes sense.
You have to lay a certain when they're little, they have to lay a certain way for their airways to open up, like for their airways to stretch out to clear out.
Yeah, there's some training or information that new parents are given, on how their babies should sleep, and a lot of times they when our children were coming up, they suggested getting those chocks. I don't know, it was called something else, but anyway, it made the baby sleep on their side.
Just steal some from the truck stop.
Yeah, that's what we did. We just
Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I know in the EMR exam, there's 3 portions. You have the adolescent, the baby, and then the obviously teenager and human, or teenager and grown adult, which is both together. But we have to do like treating not treating, because EMRs we don't treat. We just hold it till the real people get there. But we have to show what to do with the baby, and like every time with the baby, you want if you're doing, if there's something in their airway, it's just hard to explain.
You hold them with hand and
I'm too tired to.
Yeah.
So
my buddy Jorge.
There is this local case here that I want to try to talk about, hopefully next week. If there's any more information that comes out, there's enough information to kind of talk about it next week anyway, even if nothing else comes out. But it's this Carly Russell case. It made national news. There's a whole lot of questionable shit in that I want us to kind of look at, not necessarily to throw shade at her, because if she's had a lot of shade thrown at her, trust me, but I'm wondering if there's some mental health issues that she's going through that led to some of this. But anyway, it's oh no, Linda, I hate to hear that. I just read up in the chat. Oh, that's got to be tough. That's got to be fucking tough. But wow. I do want to talk about this Carly Russell case, and I kind of want to tie it in with this movie that Stacy is giving free advertisement in the background. If you want to sponsor the channel, you can reach out to us.
I will not speak the title of the movie because algorithms be crazy and YouTube be throwing bans.
Yeah, I do want to go see the movie. I have not seen it yet. Have anybody on the panel seen it yet?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Blade told me a little bit. Blade said that he saw some of it, and that's all I'm going to say that he told me. But he said he saw some of it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty intense just from the previews that I saw. But I do want to see it. It's a good conversation starter. I think, and it's a topic that I think needs to be talked about. We're probably going to lose that video on both YouTube and Facebook after it's said and done, after we cover that. But it still needs to be talked about. So make sure if you're on Discord, or if you follow our events, make sure that you come and watch it live, because there may not be a replay when we talk about it. But the movie he's got it there in the background. We're gonna probably tie that in with the Carly Russell thing, and then there's also there's another case that happened in California with the girl from Texas that we'll cover probably at the same time. It's kind of all the same basic topic, but I just want a little bit more information. I want the police to be able to talk to Carly Russell one more time and give another press conference, and I want to see what fancy fucking suit the Hoover police chief wears this time. Because he come out there in a lavender ass, custom made looking suit. If I ever become a police chief, I want to be the police chief in Hoover, because he must make bank.
Well, so say I go to apply for a job as a police officer anywhere in Jefferson County. I have to apply through the county for any police or deputy job, except for one city.
What is that? Hoover.
Hoover they have their own medical, their own fire, their own police force. They don't go through Jefferson County like the rest of that area does. For anyone who's not from the area, Hoover is it's the rich area
outside of Birmingham.
Yep.
So I think we ought to close it on up here. I don't think we really have enough time to get into anything else too intense, but I think we covered some pretty wild shit tonight. We talked about some wild stuff.
That Target one wasn't as so. I've gotten where I don't watch the videos beforehand. Yeah. It's something that I want to know. Like I know we're going to be discussing deep. I'll look into it, like we did with the civil rights stuff with the down in Mississippi. I forget.
Yeah, the Rankin County.
Yeah, the Rankin County. I read into that because I knew that's something we were going to be discussing at length. But that wasn't it didn't hit me as hard as I thought it would. It's still fucked up. But yeah,
I will
can only say so much.
I watch enough of the video to kind of determine if it's something that we should talk about, but I also like to not watch the full thing. I'll skip around. I'll try to do some text-based research and see what I can find. Megan's beating her keyboard's ass over there.
Yeah.
Megan is like the Albuquerque cops beating that dude's ass on the sidewalk. Her poor keyboard.
I got a question for you. Do you remember a while back we saw a video where there was a homeless woman who was going into cardiac arrest, and the hospital refused service because she didn't have any kind of medical coverage, and they called the police. The police came and they arrested her, threw her in the back of the paddy wagon, refused medical treatment to her while she was having the heart attack there, and died in the vehicle. Was that Albuquerque? Do you remember that video?
I do remember it. I may have to dig back through and see.
I'm just curious if it's the same precinct, the same area, the same cops. I'm just wondering.
We didn't lose you, Jamie.
Okay, well, it dropped out here completely. So
no,
nope, we see you. You're pretty.
It may have been Albuquerque. We'll have to dig back and look at that.
Because it seems like that there's a pattern, you know what I mean? You get rid of the bad cops and you replace them with good cops, and then the issues go away. That's what seems to need to happen.
I don't know, man. When I was looking a little deeper into this case, there were several other crazy shit involving the Albuquerque Police Department that was popping up on Google. So
yeah, there was an episodic documentary about a chemistry teacher who reunites with an old student, and they start making money out there in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that weird science or something?
I feel like if it's not Colorado we're going to talk about, it's going to be Albuquerque now.
no, I know what he's getting at. He's
I do
breaking
too.
bad. I mean, come on.
Who are we to now? Jamie?
I
Final
don't know.
thoughts?
Yeah, Target fucking sucks, period. Yeah, that one pissed me off seeing that happen. It just blows my mind. There was no associate even there willing to help the man out. You know, at least at Walmart, you know, they might stop you for check your receipt, but at least most of them will help you check out at self checkout.
Walmart, at least I don't know about you where you guys live, but in my area, the folks at Walmart are actually willing to help.
Mm-hmm. My area's that way.
So we have closest location to my house is a Walmart neighborhood market, right? So it doesn't have like the full GM stuff. It's just pharmacy and grocery and a few little like, you know, dog food, you know, some cleaning supplies, you know, shit like that. HBA, health and beauty aids, that kind of stuff. Well, they made a change a year or two ago and they have no regular checkouts. It's all self-checkout. And so, you know, you walk up there and, you know, you have to check your own shit out, right? Yeah. But if you run into problems, they will come over there and they will help you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a fan of self-checkouts because I'm old school asset protection. And I believe that, you know, there's too many fucking thieves out there and self-checkout is a bad idea.
Walmart doesn't change though.
Yeah. I also don't like the idea that I have to come and work to spend my money in your place. I don't like that. I don't like being forced to do that. But I do like the convenience of self-checkout sometimes, in that if I got one or two items, I can run the checkout, boom, gone, right? So I'm not against using it. I just don't think that you should have a store that's the only option. But they will at least help you over there. Yeah. Because I'm one of those people that, you know, Walmart has issues with their pricing a lot. You get something off the shelf at Walmart and you get up there and it's going to ring up differently than what was on the shelf. So I figured out real quick that one of these locations in this area, I'm not going to name them because they've mostly fixed it, their pricing was almost always wrong. So every item I took off the shelf, I took a picture of the item and the shelf label before I put it in my shopping cart. And I shit you not, I had 10 items one time, 8 of them rang up incorrectly in one trip. So I kept up with that. What's going on, Nicholas? How you doing? But yeah, so don't go to Target if you're special needs in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You might get your ass beat if you can't use the self-checkout fast enough. But apparently there's a time limit. I didn't even know there's a time limit on giving your money to a store. Later, Brooklyn, take care. Anything else, Jamie?
That's it.
Megan?
Yeah, I mean, I shop at Target. I might reconsider that now. I mean, yeah, that's fucked up. As far as that officer who saved that little kid, bravo, definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the matter. I mean, I could say more, but I'm trying to be a little more like reserved in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't need the cops showing up at my door anytime soon. I don't know.
Well, we already got the keeper of the list here.
That's true. That's true.
Lurking in chat, you know.
The question is, what list am I on?
You don't want to know.
If you're not made it to a list by now, you're doing something
I'm on
wrong.
somebody's list in life. I can guarantee you that.
I honestly don't even like going out anymore to go to the store. I mean, I got Amazon right in front of me.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. That's so dangerous. Oh my God, my bank account hates me for that.
Yes. I don't know, man. I love yeah, it is dangerous. I love my my Kroger and my Sam's. I do loves them.
Kroger got good ice cream.
Fuck yeah, man. I've got some Southern style butter pecan down there right now.
And I've went ahead and said fat ass before you said it.
I've also got some Rocky Road down there. I only have 2 things of ice cream down there right now.
See, I can't justify traveling 45 minutes to go to Kroger. There's
I actually did go buy some ice cream the other day, and I got the Snickers Briars.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I swapped over. I've kind of been trying to eat healthier, so I swapped over to frozen yogurt.
So that reminds me. Do any of y'all remember TCBY?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're totally closed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't exist anymore. Yeah, TCBY.
Yeah, for sure. Used to be in malls.
Yeah, the country's best yogurt. It was the first frozen yogurt place I ever knew of. It was way back when I was young, when I was a kid.
There's one in Coleman. I know that's a drive. I know that's a drive for you, but there's one in Coleman right there by the Walmart on 178.
It's still there.
Well, it's still open according to their website online.
Okay. Well,
not TCBY. There's just a frozen yogurt place.
Oh, yeah. Well, so TCBY was my first introduction to frozen yogurt, and it was fucking amazing. They had really cool flavors. You know, it was a good thing. I used to like it. Now you got these places called Delicioso that charge you like $7 an ounce or some shit for fucking frozen yogurt. It's crazy. Have we figured anything with those people who were yelling at the cop shot the dog? No, nothing happened to him. Absolutely nothing happened to that cop.
If you want to drive to Birmingham, there's a TCBY in Homewood.
It's 4 in Georgia.
Apparently, there's one still open at the mall near me. Didn't know that.
Gulf Shores is a little out of your way.
As soon as something happens with that cop with that whole situation, I want to know about it because that really upset me.
There you go.
Northport is down by Mobile, right?
No, actually, it's actually farther south than Birmingham.
Huntsville's got all kind of shit, and we ain't got a TCBY for fuck's sake. But now we do
have a team called the Trash Pandas.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Which, by the way, Trash Pandas, if you want to sponsor the channel and give us season passes, reach out to us by email.
I will gladly stop wearing my Columbia Fireflies and Birmingham beer and stuff.
Which actually, that reminds me. Anybody watching on YouTube right now, do you see? Does it show the super chats and all that? Is that shit actually active? Because I don't see it. Because
hang on, I'll look.
As my channel, I don't see it.
Oh wait.
But we're supposed to have super chats and super stickers.
Yeah, I do see it on my phone. Yep.
Super stickers, super chat.
So there you go. So if y'all want to help keep Onyx in the ice cream and shit like that, feel free to super chat as much as you want to. We take all denominations of monetary. I don't care if it's New Zealand money, if it's fucking
yay.
I'll even take some fucking yens. I don't give a shit. Hey, look at that. Jamie tested it out. There we go. Look at that. There's our first one.
He's giving his tithes to the church.
There we go.
Not just hold $1, but
hang on a minute. Brooklyn might be onto something.
Oh, you got $1. You got $1.
Look at that.
OnlyFans also.
Look at Steffi.
Hey, Steffi.
Hey. Hell yeah. Look at that.
Brooklyn brought up OnlyFans. Oh, check it out. Hear me out. Hey. I've got some feet pics. If you guys want to set up the OnlyFans account, I will put them up there.
You're up there, all right.
Where them feet pics is? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not into that shit. Steffi, thank you so fucking much. That is awesome.
I will give you this free Versace cologne that I was sent.
Look how small it is.
That's tiny.
That's what she said.
What was that? What was that?
A baby. It's a little Versace cologne that someone sent me.
It looks like one of those dollhouse ones.
You got to put it in front of your shirt. You got to put it in front of your shirt.
Yeah. Look how little it is.
That's what she said.
Oh my god!
Oh, how cute.
It's just a baby.
It's a baby.
How cute is that?
When it grows up, I might be interested.
2 squirts and it's done.
So you don't even spray it. You do like the aftershave method with it. You have to dump it into your hand and then rub it on. Yeah. So I put like the tiniest little nugget on my finger and then rub it on my neck.
Hey.
How's it smell?
You can't say tiny little nugget on YouTube. That's probably
you got his band.
Yeah, you're probably on
just
list.
lost his monetization already.
You're probably on a list now.
What's it smell like?
It's cologne. I don't know.
I know. What smell is it good? I mean,
it smells like it would be $60 for a full bottle.
That doesn't help, dude. That doesn't smell good. Doesn't smell good. Okay.
I would be putting it on me if I was like, "Oh, this smells like dog shit." Let me.
So
if they want a sponsor.
Yeah, the Versace is not. It's not a bad. It's not a bad cologne.
Oh, dog shit. Yeah.
Just like,
So look. So I'm not turning on channel sponsorships though. I do have access to that. Like the $4.99 shit, whatever. Anyway, I'm not turning all that on. I'm just going to leave it to super chat, super stickers, because I know my time is fairly limited. I don't feel like I can give anything extra on the channel right now to those that sponsor. So that's not happening anytime soon. I don't want to be taking people's money and not giving a little something extra in return.
I'll give you this.
He'll give. But however, what we may do is feet pics by Stacy. We may come up with something where we can send those out to channel sponsors at some point or something. Jamie, since you were the first person to send a super chat, we'll mail you the first foot pic. Just the left foot though.
Send a toe. The toe be fine. It's a toe.
Steve donated.
Just a toe.
Steve gets the other toe.
Oh, look at that! We got another one. Whoop, another test, $2. Okay, shit. So that fucking works. That's awesome. Okay, good. Because this StreamYard thing does cost about $25 a month, so that will help cover some of that. I do appreciate.
Anybody
it.
got $1?
Hey, let me hold $1, man.
You got $1. I need
$1. Hey, man, let me hold $1. Look. Well, now,
it's the whole foot, right?
But now, look, I just didn't get to you yet, Steffi. Hold on, because that was a really big super sticker amount. So yeah, we'll have to come up with something extra special.
She gets the cankles.
Oh yeah, you can get both feet, including cankles. How about that?
Who the fuck
Just feel free to DM me your address. We'll get those sent out to you. If you want them in digital format, we can do that too.
Said I have cankles.
Just kidding, but not really.
I mean, 4K. Do it in 4K.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you.
Wait, even better. Hold on. We can get Steve to take video with his drone and then send that to you with of Stacy's feet. There we go.
Hey, I'm But here's the thing. Here's the problem. I'm $140 round trip train ticket from Steve, so you're gonna have to donate that first in order to get me there.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Lord have mercy. All right. Well, I think we have probably gotten on a couple of more lists this week. A couple more watch lists out there and stuff. Hello, NSA. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate the views.
She wants a picture of my feet.
Steve's feet. Hey, look here.
$20, right?
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I mean,
cool.
I hadn't clipped my toe. I hadn't clipped my toenails this week, but $20 is $20. So anyhow, I do appreciate that, Steffi. Thank you so much. If you wanna DM me an email address, I'll try to talk Steve into sending you some of his feety pics with his drone. But anyhow, thank y'all all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Next week we're going to talk about some more crazy shit, I'm sure, because it's the world. It's the world. What shit happens every week. Mm-hmm. Stacy, Steve, Jamie, Megan, thank y'all for hanging out and
always
giving your input. I do appreciate it. And we'll see everybody next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise, right?
That's it.
Yep.
I sure hope so. Oh,
well, wait now, Steve, you have some pain management stuff starting
Wednesday.
So there's a possibility Steve may not be feeling up to being here next week. But y'all keep Steve in your thoughts and prayers there. Today is probably the best I've seen him move around in quite a while.
I was throwing some heavy shit around in my garage a little while ago, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, and I was no problem.
Yeah,
That's what's wrong with you.
I've been doing pretty good today.
He's been having some serious neck issues, and then today he felt decent, so he went out there and started doing shit he shouldn't have been doing. So tomorrow when he stove up and everything, I can tell him I told you so. But y'all really though, y'all keep Steve in your thoughts and prayers because he's been hurting pretty fucking bad, and hopefully they can get this stuff worked out for him. Neck pain and ruptured vertebrae and shit is not fun.
No, I don't recommend it. I would definitely try to steer away from it if at all you can.
10 out of 10, not recommended.
Definitely not recommended. I would not recommend rupturing any of your vertebrae. That is a bad thing.
Yep. Well, there go my plans.
And then two, if you're the praying type, make sure that you keep Jamie's missing beard in your prayers, and hopefully we'll find it soon.
I'm kind of shocked that Jamie didn't save his beard so that he could have a beard made to where he could just put it over his ears, kind of like glasses, but it's a beard.
But look, I told him to find one of those crochet ones that you can pick up at flea markets and shit.
I got one.
A crochet beard.
Right. So just go to beardhead.com and you'll be able to get the hat and the beard.
Oh my gosh, there we go.
It's amazing.
We should all order one of those and wear them 1 week.
I got one upstairs. I got one. It's great. It's awesome.
I found a Fu Manchu fake beard and mustache.
There we go.
Don't think I won't.
So
go to beardhead.com.
Maybe next week we'll see it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, take it easy. We're getting out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Holy shit. Y'all take care now.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, take it right, that's the